Hey guys, Jamie, Mike, Brandy, Chad Walton, Elisa, Affordable Frags, Travis, Mark. Look at all y'all jumping on here. Elizabeth, glad to see you. Travis, let's see, Tammy Rose, Lisa. So glad to see all you guys on here. Kevin Wisen. This is right up your alley, Kevin Wisen. Guys, we have a special guest tonight. This is more kind of like our normal Tuesday nights. This first part of it is. Guys, we will get to the birthday bash just as soon as the interview is over. Hey, Steve. Tammy Rose. Connor, glad to see you. As soon as the live with Carlos gets over with, we will continue on. So hang with us a little bit longer. And it is a party, Connor. A Hydros party. And we will get to the birthday bash just right after we talk with one and only Carlos. Let's see, I have a request. Spam. Oh my goodness, look at all you guys. I appreciate you guys so very much.
Hello.
Hello. How are you tonight?
I'm doing well. How about yourself? Thank you for having me.
I am doing good. Well, thank you for joining us. I mean, goodness, Coral View Hydros. Oh my word. That is fantastic. I really appreciate it. And so, Carlos, how long you been with Coral View?
Oh wow.
Hydros?
I've been with Coral View, working for Coral View for 9.5 years.
Oh wow.
Yes. 9.5 years, and I also have been working with Hydros since the inception. So, my job kind of has a little bit of evolved from what I did BH before Hydros and, to after Hydros. So, but I'm enjoying it. I'm loving every single minute of it. It's a lot of fun to be able to work on a controller that people see that it's being used by other customers and by everybody else. It's kind of fun to do
for
that.
sure. So you've been since the birth of Hydros, right?
Oh yes, of course. Yes. Hydros, it was, it's one of those ideas that you have that, David Dokken, the owner of the company, he was trying to figure out, what can we do? Because we all use the other, controller out there. And there were a few things that, we probably would have done, that we would do differently. And you know how they say, it's like if you want something done differently, you got to do it yourself. So
right.
We were at the point where, like, you know what, we've been talking about doing it differently for so long. Why don't we just do it?
Right.
And kudos to Dave, because we knew it was going to be tough.
Oh,
but,
for sure.
But
yeah.
A controller is I think a lot of people can come up with a controller that you can do on a Raspberry Pi or something like that, that you can use yourself, because you're your own tech support. You develop the product to fit your needs.
Right.
But when you try to take that product and turn it into a product that you can use to the masses, it's a completely different animal. And I think anybody that has developed a product that is sold to the masses has a pretty good idea that it's quite an undertaking. It's not as easy as people think it is, but the rewards are pretty great.
Oh, for sure. Let me write this one little question down before it goes away. I'm having I've got my phone set far enough away that this blind person here can't see it. So I'm watching the comments on on my laptop. Let's get into this hydro stuff because, Carlos,
Yes.
I happen to have
There you go.
some really cool products. Is that not amazing?
Yes, a Control 2.
Control X2 starter pack.
Yeah.
So, okay, for instance, if someone got this, what can they do with that?
All right. So usually when somebody asks me, it's like, what do I want? What controller do I get? The first question I'm going to ask is, do you want to do pH and ORP, or do you just want to do pH? And depending on that answer, that pretty much, it's like a fork on the road. You give me A, I go left. If you give me B, we go right. So my question is, do you want to do pH? If you want to do pH, then the Control 2 is not the fork on the road at this particular time. Now, I'm not saying that you can't grow to it afterwards, and we'll get to that point. But if you want pH monitoring right off the get-go, you need to go with a Control 4, X4, or a Control X3.
Okay. Yeah.
So that doesn't mean that you cannot expand. The one thing that we did at Hydros when we were developing the product is we were so tired of, getting a product, and not just from this industry, it's from any industry. You get, they release a product and you use it for 2 years, and then they release a new version of the product and they expect you to completely replace, and I'm sorry, I don't have $500 every 2 years to be, just throwing them away and storing it in a drawer and then getting something else. So our main goal was to create a modular product that you could actually expand, grow, and contract as you need it to. So in your case, you have the Control 2, which allows you to monitor temperature and water level, leak detectors, but it doesn't give you that probe. It doesn't give you the ORP, doesn't give you the pH. But that doesn't mean that in a few months, you can go and purchase a Control 4, just the module itself, or a Control 3, and add it to your Control 4. So you don't have to replace what you have. You can add to it. And then, it's actually kind of intuitive, because if you have a Control 2 and then you have a Control 4 and you put them together, you end up with a Control 6.
Well, now that's cool. And, the cool thing I really like about Hydros is, like, not everyone has, $1,500 to drop on a system.
Correct.
I mean, we are working people, average Americans, and this is something that you can build on as you have the funds to do so, or as you have the need to do so, right?
Correct. And that's the thing about it, is that you can expand or contract. Let's say you get a Control 4, you get a Control 2, and then you get a Control 3. And all of a sudden you see, it's like, you know what? I really don't need the Control 2. It's nice to have, but I don't need it. But you know what? My daughter's starting a freshwater tank, or my daughter wants to start a little tank. Let me just put that Control 2 there.
That's right.
And then so you can repurpose what you have. You don't have to replace it. And that's one of the biggest pet peeves that we've had, is that, don't make me replace something. Allow me to add into it. And that was the biggest thing that we did. We get blamed, or at least we get pigeonholed into, we're the new controller out there. We haven't been around for a long time. But at the same time, if you're using technology that is 20 years old, that's the complete opposite of, it's like, yeah, maybe you don't want new, but do you also want something that is 20 years old? I mean, let me ask you, how many of you are still using a computer that was built 20 years ago?
Granted.
You don't.
Right.
You don't. You don't use something that was built 20 years ago. How many of you have used something that was built 7 years ago? A computer that is 7 years old? Hardly anybody else, because it's just changing so rapidly. So new doesn't mean bad. New means you're taking advantage of a lot of technology. You're taking advantage of a lot of features that that we come accustomed to.
Right.
I always make the comparison. Remember when the iPhone came out back in 2007, and I was guilty. I just want a phone to make a phone call. That's what we all said. I don't want the fancy phone. I just want to make a phone call. And nowadays, today, we can't live without it.
Right. That is so true. Now, you know, I showed you the X2. Okay. Now, say I have this, and then say I have this. Now, can I use both of these? Can I use them both in conjunction?
Absolutely. So what you would do in that case is what we call endearing. We call it a collective. You know, part of us are, you know, most of the development team and the ownership, you know, we like Star Wars, we like Star Trek, you know, whether you like Star Wars or Star Trek, whether you like the Mets or the Yankees, you like the Cubs or the Sox, there's still, you know, there's still great shows. And we just like the word the collective, where you can actually grab devices that are autonomous, but then you can actually link them together through software and become something bigger. I think that was one of the biggest things that we wanted to do. Was we don't want you to have an app where you go to the app and then you have to tap on the Control 2, configure it, then get out of the Control 4, go to the Control XP8 and configure it. Why? The app and the software should be able to do this together.
Right.
I mean, it should be. I shouldn't have to go to each device and configure it. No, the app should be smart enough to do that. So one of the biggest things that we did, that we thought about, is like, why can't we just grab every devices and then have the app create this virtual collective, this virtual controller that takes the inventory from every single device and lays it up all together with me. So I only have one interface, one location to go to. So yes, you could treat them individually if you wanted to, but you could also create a collective of the X2 and the XP8, and then it's just one single device.
Gotcha. Now, so I have these two pieces, okay? And then say I have this piece.
Yes. The ATO control. Yeah. The ATO kit, yes.
And then I have this.
Which is a solenoid, freshwater solenoid.
Oh, it's for freshwater?
Yeah. Yeah, I would not use it on salt water.
Oh,
just
okay.
Because those solenoids usually are, you know, that's perfect for your RO/DI water.
Oh, okay, okay. So it's still going to be used, guys. There you go.
I mean, that's
it's still going to be used. And then I have this.
That is a regular water sensor.
Okay.
So what you can do is you can do a ATO with your first kit, just a regular ATO, as we all know. And then on top of that, what you can do is you could also add that water sensor to your freshwater reservoir.
Oh.
Fill it up. You know when it's empty, when it's not. And then the solenoid would be a way to control your RO/DI water, so that you can not only what I would do is I would connect the RO/DI unit to a power supply, where the pressure pump to turn on your RO/DI unit, but at the same time I would turn on the solenoid. And it's just a matter of redundancy. If for some reason the RO/DI unit stays on, the controller is going to kill the feed through that solenoid, and then it's just redundancy of making sure that the RO/DI unit was turned off.
Gotcha.
You know, because let's be honest, any manufacturer that tells you that nothing is going to go wrong, it's lying to you. They're lying to their teeth. Because as they say, crap happens, and it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So redundancy is a big, big, big thing that we do here at Hydros, that we give you the opportunity to be as redundant as you want to be.
So now, with these two bigger pieces that I have, the X2 and the XP8, like I can, or can I, plug my wave makers in?
Yes, you can. Though with the XP8 is just like it's an AC outlet power strip, but you can control which outlets turn on and off. It doesn't control how much power goes into the AC outlet, because that's not how it works.
Right.
So while you can connect your flow pumps in there, your wave makers, you still would need to use the native controller, the pump wave maker controller, to control the up and downs.
Right.
But the XP8 could shut off the outlet and completely shut everything off.
Gotcha.
Now, what you could do also is we also have this other device called the Wave Engine. And the Wave Engine allows you to connect those flow pumps, selected flow pumps, into the Wave Engine directly, where the Hydros then can tell the pump, ramp up, ramp down, halfway up, halfway down, and all that stuff. So then it controls more.
And it's called
the Wave
Engine?
The Wave Engine.
I'm writing that down because I'm old and I'll forget. I'm serious.
No, it's called the Wave Engine. So, as I said, you can go as, is the Wave Engine required? No. But just like anything else, you can go as deep as you said, you can go as deep in the rabbit hole as you want, or you can just kind of, tip your toes in there. It all depends on what your budget is and what you're willing to do.
And that's one of the cool things, though, with Hydros is, okay, maybe this is all my budget right now.
Exactly.
But in a couple of months, maybe my budget is a little better, so I can add a piece. And so, that's what I like, is the fact that, you're not dumping X amount of dollars in one lump sum. Yeah, maybe we're spending the same amount of money. I don't know. But as an American and on an income, we have to space things out, and, maybe this month you got a little bit of extra, but next month you don't, And so Hydros, by piecing things out where you can add to your system and build it up, makes a world of difference to me.
Oh yeah, I mean, most of our systems, I'm not going to say most of our systems, but most of the systems that I deal with on a daily basis, they're, 3, 4 controllers. There are some systems that have 9, 10, 11 devices on them.
Wow.
Massive systems that have that. So the scalability is there. It can handle that big. I mean, I have some of our beta testers range from 2 devices to 14 devices. Just, so we hit that controller pretty hard every time we do software. Granted, sometimes we miss things, and that's just, I hate that it happens. I don't want it to happen, but I am also, I know that it's going to happen. I try my best. We try our best that it doesn't happen, but sometimes you just can't help it, because until you actually send the controller and the software into the wild, sometimes you don't know. But the one thing that we have here is that the development, software development and hardware development, are not done overseas. We don't have to, if we have a problem with the firmware, we don't have to contact overseas so they can make the changes. The software is done in-house. The engineers are 24. They're pretty much full-time working here. So whenever there's an issue, we can come up with a solution pretty quickly.
Oh, for sure. Now tell us about is the XP10 the last controller that is out right now? Mm-hmm. Okay. Tell us a little bit about what the XP10 does.
So the X10, the X10 is actually one of those controllers that was born out of need. We released the XP8. Okay, so we released that XP8 that you have there. Exactly. And the number one comment on the XP8 is like, it doesn't have any inputs. It doesn't do anything else but the outlets. It only controls outlets. So you need to put it along with an X2, an X4, an X3 or something in order to get the inputs. So we thought about it. It's like, okay, our next step, obviously it's going to be dosing pumps. So we can release a box that has dosing pumps, but then we fall into the same trap. It doesn't have anything else in it. Or do we load it up, you know, like a full controller with the dosing pumps? And that's kind of how it worked. We wanted to make something, we constantly listen to people. And that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to do a high quality dosing pumps that with a full controller. So technically you don't have to worry about the connection between the controller and the pumps. Is it wireless? Is it wired? No, because it's fully integrated. And the pumps are really high quality. They can go as low as 0.2 milliliters per minute.
Oh, wow.
They can go
That's impressive.
0.2 milliliters per minute. So for those of you that are using lanthanum for controlling phosphates, and you know, lanthanum is, you need very little, so then it can do it very reliably, I'm sorry.
That's awesome.
It also has a pH probe. It also has 4 sense ports. It also has 2 12-volt drive ports for small pumps. And also, because we listen to people, it also comes with a K10 conductivity probe.
Wow.
So you can start measuring salinity. Now, salinity was something that was hard to crack because it was so obvious, but it wasn't. You know, over the years, we've had the controllers that have salinity. And if you ask, if we do a poll, and here, how many people had a controller that did salinity? Did it work? Did it not work? 50% of people are going to say it worked great, and the other 50% is it never worked. It was just swinging up and down, and we're like, okay. And I think we got a lot of slack when we released the controllers without salinity probe. But honestly, we did not want to release a controller that was just the same technology, the same thing, so it wouldn't work as well. First of all, we don't want to deal with the support that way, you know, and we don't want to do a product that doesn't work correctly. So while we were working on the X10 and we were working on the alkalinity testing part of the X10, we looked at the IV, which is the remote container to test alkalinity, and we're like, wait a minute. What if we stick the salinity probe in there? What if we stick the conductivity probe in there? It would allow us to test alkalinity and conductivity. It isolates the water from the tank. So if you have any heaters or any pumps they have stray voltage and affect conductivity, that would be completely removed because you're isolating the reading. You're pulling water, taking a reading, and then putting the water back into the tank. It's like, wait a minute, that's what we did. And also we did it, we also did a lot of research, and you know, not every conductivity probe is the same. There's actually different levels of conductivity probe, which is something that people didn't know about or most folks didn't know about until actually we came up with it. And it's the conductivity probes are based on what you're going to be using it to. So, you know, a K1 is going to be used in fresh water. You know, a K10 is salt water, and you can go up higher to waste. You know, because those conductivity probes are also used in water treatment plants. So that's what we did. We wanted to do it right. It took us a little longer, but I think it's going to be worth the effort to actually not come out with a Me Too product, but come out with something that is better. And that's kind of like the motto at Hydros. We always want to come out with something that is, how can we make this better? We don't want to come out with something that is the same.
Right. Well, and too, though, you know, you don't want to release something on the market that is just okay. You know, you have that 50% say yes, it works, and 50% say no, it doesn't. You know, I feel like you guys are shooting for 100% positivity on that. You know, you don't want to release something before it has been tested and you are for sure that it is going to work.
Yeah, I mean, we're hoping so. We've been testing those devices for multiple years now. It's not something that we're just releasing lightly. And hopefully we'll be coming out with the unit soon. I know we released information back at MACNA in 2022. So it's just hang in there, people. It's just a matter of time. We're getting there. We will get there, and I think everybody's going to be very pleased.
Good things come to those who wait, right?
Exactly.
Now, tell us a little bit about the Kraken.
Okay, so the Kraken is another idea that we came out with. Actually, one time I was out over at my friend Adam over at Battle Corals, because he lives about an hour away from me, and I've known Adam for years. And we stopped by his farm, and it says, Carlos, is there anything you have that could help me remove all this bricks? Because it's like, cable management is just also is brick management, So we started thinking about it. It's like, why can't we just do something like that? Not AC, but DC. So the Kraken is the equivalent of the XP8. The XP8 deals with AC power. The Kraken deals with DC power. So the Kraken removes all those black power supplies that you have all over the place that you have to account for. It removes them and puts them all into one single industrial grade Meanwell power supply. Meanwell power supply. So, yes, we've gotten some comments that say, well, you're relying on just one power supply. And that is true. That is true. And we thought about it. But at the same time, Meanwell is a really reliable company. They have medical grade power supplies, they have industrial grade power supplies, and then they have consumer grade power supplies. Consumer grade power supplies are the black ones. And then the industrial and the medical grade are this big silver power supplies that you've seen on the Kraken pictures. That's what we're giving you. The chances of that, Meanwell is a worldwide company, the chances of those power supplies failing is pretty low. Is it there? Yes, there is the possibility, but it's very, very low. We're mitigating what we can.
Right. Someone asked, and while I see this, while I see it before it disappears, are each ports independently fused?
They are independently. They are not independently fused, as in if something happens, they shut down. They're treated separately in terms of how we turn them on, how we turn them off. They're treated separately in terms of how you do low power consumption. If you connect the battery to the Kraken, then you can, via the software, you can tell it which ports to stay on and which ports to turn off. So that would be, I think maybe that's the question that he's asking.
All right? Gotcha.
But they are 24 volts. The ports are 24 volts. And the one thing that we're doing with the Kraken is we're giving you the ability to connect a battery backup to it. And I'm not talking about a battery backup that is 2.5 amp hours. I'm talking about a big, like a boat battery or a motorcycle battery backup. Something that is going to be 20, 30, 40 amp hours. It's something that no company out there has given you the ability to do that. Mainly because they want you to buy their own batteries.
Well, there's that too.
Yeah, and we're like, no, let's not do that. I mean, you can go to Amazon and purchase a 20 amp hour battery for like $60, I think. And then we're allowing you to do that. You can do that instead of spending, $150, $200 for a brand battery that is charging you extra because it's got a brand name to it.
Gotcha. Now tell me a little bit about this fish feeder.
Okay. Fish feeder is actually kind of a fun thing about it. Everybody was asking about a Wi-Fi, hydros controllable fish feeder. And we thought about it. It's like, okay, do we develop one? Do we do the engineering for it? And we're like, no. There are so many companies out there that have been making those feeders for a long time, for many years. And at the point, it's like, do we spend time developing a feeder, creating a mold, turning around and having to sell it to you for $125? Or do we partner with a company that has been making feeders for many, many years and are able to sell it to you for less than $50?
Right.
So, which one do you want? We could give you the $125 dollar one, but you know, it's like at the end of the day, we're not a feeder company. We don't know the ins and outs. We don't have the experience to learn what works and what doesn't work.
Right.
And with Hydros, that's the partnership we wanted to do. Is we want to be smart. You know that book, Work Smarter, Not Harder.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great book. If anybody, you know, you should read that book. It's Work Smarter, Not Harder. And that's what we wanted to do. It's like, hey, work smart. We have partnership with other companies that do things very well, you know, and that's it. I mean, if you want something an electrician if you want something electric done in your house, you don't do it yourself unless you know what to do. You call an electrician. You call an electrician. You don't ask a plumber to fix your electricity. You don't ask an electrician to fix your plumber. So it's the same thing. We're not electricians. We're not plumbers. So let's partner with a company that knows what they're doing, and you know, and with the volume, they can make it cheaper. And that's why our feeders are, you know, less than 50.
Right. I like that. Now we've got to get, because I've been asked so much about it, we have got to touch on the Parwise.
Oh yes, of course. Everybody wants the Parwise. You know, it's we have a logo here internally, and we've used it for marketing, and it's like, it's not just a par meter, and that's what it is. And I wanted to make sure that everybody knew that Parwise is not just a par meter. Parwise can measure par, can measure the spectrum of the light, can also measure the temperature of the light too as well. So there's many things that the Parwise can do that a regular, you know, I think, what is it, Apogee par meters?
Yeah.
That's what they do. But Apogee made a par meter. They're not saying it's anything but a par meter. That's what they do. That's what it is. So we wanted to partner with a company that could push the envelope, and ITC in the UK came up with this awesome little gadget. For the price is excellent, and the fact that you can see the spectrum, you can see the par, you can see the Kelvins also, it's a nice little bonus. I think it's something that everybody should have in their arsenal.
I think that is just fantastic. I know you were showing it off at the last, where was it? Maybe Reefstock Denver?
Yes.
Maybe? Yes. And I mean, it's just so compact. It's not like you have 10, 15 pieces in a box or something that you got to keep up with. It's just like this, you know, little one piece thing. You know?
And the great thing about it is that you plug it into a PC or a Mac computer. You don't even have to install a driver. You just go to their website, and automatically the website picks it up and reads it. You can plug it into an Android device, and also it automatically works. Unfortunately, it doesn't work with an Apple device. And it's more of it's not a diss on Apple. I think it's just Apple's a little more strict when it comes to security. They do not want the browser on your phone to be able to access the port on the bottom of your phone, because then you could technically have a malicious website that could turn your camera on, that could turn something on. So in that regard, Apple's a little more strict. Unfortunately, it works. It's a double-sided sword, you know, and it just, in this case, it just works against them. Hopefully Apple will allow it sometime securely, but at this point, if you have an iPhone, it's not going to work. But you can purchase a cheap, you know, Android tablet online and use it.
Oh, for sure. That's what I was going to ask you. Now, I've got a few questions here from a post I put up earlier. Jerry had asked, what makes it, can you tell us what sets Hydro apart and makes it better than, say, the competitors?
You know, I can only speak for what we for the Hydros. You know, I'm not gonna go into the competitors and do that, because that's not how we work in here. The engineers, they're all hobbyists. I'm not telling some software engineer that doesn't know anything about fish tanks what to do. The engineer is a hobbyist, which makes it a hell of a lot easier. Customer support, you know, countless times, and Connor, I think Connor is right there too, and on the feed. You know, you could reach out to us. Now, I can't say that every time you will get one of us, but you reach out, you submit a ticket after hours. Likelihood you might get a response. You submit a ticket on a Saturday or a Sunday, you'll get a response. You'll get a response. Now, not often, not all the times. I mean, so, you know, we also want to spend time with our families, but we try to do this. I think we want to say that our competitive advantage is our customer support.
Gotcha.
You know,
Yeah.
we want the customer support to do that. And at the same time also is you're using technology that is 2021, 22, 23, 23 instead of 20 years old.
Right. Here's another one that come in on that post that I made is, can you use y'all's reagents with the competitors?
So we have partnered with ABC Reagents. ABC Reagents. They're called ABC Reagents. And you know, the gentleman that owns ABC Reagents, Jonas, super smart guy. I mean, he's the guy that checks the scientist's math. Make sure that the scientist when the scientist can't figure out what the problem is, he's the one that they go to. It's like really smart guy. So yes, the ABC Reagents work with any current machine that can test alkalinity, calcium, and magnesium at the same time.
Gotcha. That's a perfect answer. Now this is one back to the par meter. It says, this one says, can your new par meter be integrated into the hydros for more control over your lighting? And that was from Chris.
Yeah, so I mean, at the end of the day, yes, we can it's not something that is done right now, but we're going to work on it. But you have to remember, your limiting factor is going to be your LED lights, your hardware. If you only have a two-light, let's say you only have a two-light channel, a two-channel light, then you might not be able to do much with the par meter. Yes, you might be able to dim the lights or raise them, but if you want to change the spectrum of the light to make it more full spectrum, then it's not going to work, because again, your limiting factor is going to be the hardware. But yes, eventually, I think that's something that we have on the pipeline that we want to work on, is be able to allow the par meter so that you can actually do something like dim the lights, depending on what hardware you have.
I gotcha. And this one is asked from a store owner. When can the storefronts get the Kraken X10 and X1 and Control X1? Are they available for the stores, or no, not yet?
I'm going to tell the store owner to contact their sales rep.
Gotcha.
Because I don't want to say something and then the store owner is going to go, well, Carlos said this online. And I'm like, I'm not. You know what? I've been working for this company for 9 years. Seen that? It's not happening again. So
I'm not going there.
Yeah. It's like I'm not falling for that one again. I know. I would say contact your sales rep, and your sales rep will tell you exactly when you can pre-order and everything. You know, gotcha. I'm not. You know, I'm product development. I'm not sales.
Yeah, I got you. Connor, thank you so much for answering those. There's questions in the comments, and Connor's been answering them. I do believe a lot of them anyway, and I appreciate that, because they're going by so quick, and my phone's so far away. This blind heifer can't see that, so I've got it on my laptop, but I'm still not catching them.
Yeah.
One more question here. When are y'all going to offer perimeter testing and dosing to the hydros? Any ideas? Is that down the pipeline?
We already have that. I mean, parameter testing, we have partnered with Focustronic, and they have the Alcatronic, they have the Mastertronic, and whenever those machines test, the results are pulled into your Hydros device. We also have partnered with the KH Care from Chemours, which tests alkalinity, and that also has the results. And then we have dosing also as well. In this system right here, I have right here, I can tell you the Mastertronic tests every day for phosphates, sends the information to the Hydros, and then the Hydros automatically computes how much how much lanthanum do I add to this system every day, and then it adds it for me automatically.
Awesome.
It's all done. If you go to CoralViewHydros.com, you can see at the top of the navigation menu, there's a setup link. And then if you go to setup, that has the instructions on how to do all that.
Gotcha. Oh, I appreciate that. Is there one that tells me how to connect all this stuff?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
It does. There's a Collective 101 article there, and that'll walk you through what you need, where to get it if you're missing something, and then how to do it from beginning to the end.
Do you have like a Hydros for Dummies section?
We made it. We made, the thing about it is that I think most people are, we've been conditioned to think that controllers are hard.
Right.
We've been conditioned. For the last 20 years, we've been conditioned that controllers are for the 10% because the 20% because the 80% we can't use them because we don't know how to program. And that was one of the biggest things that we wanted to do with the Hydros is we wanted to cater also to the 80%. We don't want the 80% to be forgotten. So I think you'll be pleasantly surprised once you start going that you don't need to program. It's going to be actually quite simple.
Right. Absolutely. Now, one of the things that I wanted to point out too, there's no coding, right?
No coding at all.
No coding whatsoever.
Nope.
Absolutely fantastic. Now, one final question for you, Carlos. Anything new on the horizon?
I knew you were going to ask me that. As I tell everybody that asks me that question, it's like, we have a lot of things on the pipeline. We are not, just because you haven't seen or you're not hearing from us this week doesn't mean that we're not working. The system right here, there's a lot of equipment that is running in here that is being tested that eventually will make it, and maybe some won't. I mean, let's be honest. There's some products that didn't make it. We thought it was a great idea and it just didn't work out.
Right.
And there's some other products that we do. I mean, that's just how if you're familiar with product development, you're familiar with success and failure, and taking a product from the development all the way to the selling it to the public. And some products don't make it.
Right. Well, I mean, that's the way it's got to be. If you released everything, then you're just going to flood the market with whatever, and it's not going to be up to Hydro standards. So that's why you've got to release the best of the best, and it's what people want, and it's been through the testing, and you can't just throw it out there and hope it sticks.
Yeah. It's just a learning experience. I mean, we test products and we learn from them, and then we scratch the product and come up with something that was better. I mean, that's the thing about art. Is like, you'd be surprised. We start with one idea, we start with one concept, and then by the time we're done with the conception process, it ends up being completely different. And oftentimes it ends up being far better than what either team thought. It's we have a great team of people here working that are always open-minded. And instead of getting defensive about what we do, we say, okay, let's come up with something in the middle that we both like. Let's come up with something that, that we can, and going back and forth. And often we're like, oh, this is better than what you and I thought about.
Whenever you collaborate with someone of a like mind and strategy, you climb to the top. And so collaboration is a very good thing. One more quick thing, and then I'll let you go. Sure. Will I get to see you in Orlando?
Yes, I will be. My next show is actually tomorrow morning. I have a flight at 5:45 in the morning, heading down to New Orleans for Aquafest this weekend. And then we're going to be going from also to Orlando for Rap Orlando next weekend. So please, if you're there, swing by and say hello. Don't be bad. If you want to bring a glass of wine or beer, I won't turn it down either. Just kidding.
I got you. I got you.
But no, I'm just kidding aside. Just hey, swing by and say hello. You know, we always want to hear what you guys, what you've been doing. Do you like the product? If there's a problem, we want to hear it too. Don't just, you know, I always say, only a fool wants to hear the echo of his own voice. That's one of my favorite sayings, my favorite. And it's like, please, you know, be nice, of course, because everybody,
Yeah.
you know, we're all human beings. But yeah, if something is not working or something you're not happy with, let us know. I mean, and we'll try our best to work with, you know, to make it right.
Well, I mean, how can you fix something if you know it's not, if you don't know it's broke?
Exactly.
Fairly.
So yeah, so please, if you have any, you know, if you have any questions about it, we have the Hydros Forum group. If you have any questions about questions about the product or something, or you have an issue, just hit us over at support.coralviewhydros.com. You know, we're also on Facebook, we're also on Twitter, we're also on Instagram, and we also have a forum. It's forum.coralviewhydros.com, where it's a community forum. It's not Facebook. It's just like a regular forum, like reef to reef software kind of look, but it's the same thing. So there's a lot of ways to get a hold of us to help. But if you really have an issue and you can't find anybody that helps you, just go to support.coralview.com or just send us an email to support@coralview.com, and that'll be sure to get to us.
Absolutely.
You know, it will get to us and we'll be able to help you out.
That's fantastic. Carlos, Connor, let me tell you right quick, I appreciate you answering a lot of these questions in the comments because they were going so fast. And I appreciate you, Carlos, for stopping in with us. You've got an early flight in the morning, and I don't want to keep you. Thank you so very much. And you may find me on Hydros for Dummies real soon, or Hydros 101.
You know what? Keep me posted and see how that goes, and let me know. You know, with support, support was very important for Hydros. And, you know, with your permission, we can always remote into your controller directly. Yep. We can remote, with your permission, we can always remote into your controller. And we are looking exactly, we don't look at code. We actually have an interface that shows the status screen, the outputs, everything that you see, we can see from our end. So that troubleshooting is incredibly easy for us. Instead of having to ask you, what do you have there? Send me a screenshot, and there is that we can just say, hey, give me your email address and allow me to get in. I'll get in and look at it. So I want to make it clear that when you send an email to support@coralview.com, it's not going to be the typical 3 days of back and forth. I'm going to have to send pictures. I'm going to have to explain this. No, I mean, when we designed this, we designed it again with a 2023 interface, which means that I can safely remote into your controller only through a back end that we have with your permission and help you troubleshoot. And then I can write back and say, hey, let's go into this page, make the following changes, and then let me know how it works.
Awesome. That is fantastic. I like that idea. You really have made it easy. And, you know, the communication between Hydros and the customers, that's awesome, because how many times do we, you call, press 1 for Uzbekistan, press 9 for Tanzania, whatever, so, and it's back and forth, but you guys have got it figured out as to how to nail it down and get it fixed quickly. And that's whatever, that's what we're saying. We're sitting out here and we want this done, or we're hung up and we don't know, exactly what to do next or whatever. We're impatient people. We all are. We don't want to wait 3 days on an email to be answered, and you guys are on top of it. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I mean, we strive for customer support is very important for us.
And you guys have nailed it.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's a lot of fun. I can't wait to come back and see how your experience with the controller is. Let me know. Keep me posted.
I sure will. And Carlos, thank you so very much for joining us. And I will see you in less than 2 weeks.
Okay, I'll see you then. I'll see you in Orlando. Bye.
Bye-bye. Have a good one.
Good.
Hey guys, there you are. Now, thank you so very much, Carlos. Thank you, Connor. Thank you, everyone, for jumping in. Connor, I appreciate you answering these questions. I had some wrote down that people had asked me earlier to try and get an answer to. And man, that was fantastic. A lot of information in a small amount of time. So Coral View Hydros, thank you guys so very much. And we are going to jump right in here to nothing else but the birthday bash. Let me see. Ashley, can you send a request? Because this phone happens to be so far away from me that this little short girl can't hardly reach it. Let me see if I can search for her. There was a new update on my phone. There was a new update on my Android phone, and apparently it resized my camera because unless I'm way far away from it, when we go live like this and there's two of us on the screen, it has my face like right here. So we didn't want a close-up of this mug. Hello, Ashley Dinkins.
Hello, beautiful. And I always want a close-up of your mug.
Oh, God. Girl, you better drag them glasses back out because you ain't seeing good. Oh, my goodness. We have got some. This is like, I don't even know why I'm dragging notes out. I don't even know if I have notes for that. This is like a happy birthday special edition, right?
It is. Oh, are we wearing the same one? I mean, I know. I think ours are different, though.
They are. They're different.
There are multiple designs.
There is. Fantastic designs. Before we get started, Ashley, I have a little something that I wanted to show off that I received in the mail this week. Did you receive anything in the mail this week?
I did. Let me send my Chad to go get it because I forgot. Hey, can I just say that my Chad is David, but I love to call him my Chad because, yes, your Chad is so wonderful that I had to say I have to call him my Chad.
I know. Hey, I would not trade my Chad for any other admin. I can tell you that because he's fantastic. I stay out of Facebook jail because of him. I probably stay out of jail because of him.
I don't know. I have a feeling when we go to Orlando, he may go with us. We may all be in the clink. Well,
maybe we better get them stars going over there on your page so we can have bail money. Guys, look what we have. I don't know. Look at this handy dandy little remote.
I know
that I have. It's just not fantastic. Look at this, guys.
One, two. Hang on, David's getting me a longer cord because this one's too short to plug in.
Well, now, did you know that you can also put batteries in it?
Yes, but I live in a house full of boys. There are no extra batteries around here.
Yeah, I got you. Is that not pretty? But look, that's not even all it does.
It does. Pretty. Look at it. I know. I'm excited. I'm bringing this to wrap with us to sit on the table.
Oh, that's a good idea. But look, guys, it fades in and out. It goes to different colors. I don't know if you guys are seeing it good enough, but that is my logo right there. See? It is so pretty. Y'all want to know? Look, it is beautiful. And it'll flash, it'll fade, it'll transition. It'll just do white. It'll do whatever colors that you want. You have this snappy little remote that goes with it.
Yeah.
And guys, do you think these things are awesome? Because I absolutely love them.
They're so much fun.
Isn't that gorgeous? That's going to look awesome on your table.
I know.
And guys, if you're wanting to know where you might find you one of these, I'm getting a plug-in because these are really cute and economically priced and very well made. And you will find that at Sunset Corals. Sunset Corals. Greg Jones. I hope you can see that good. Greg Jones. Snap you a screenshot of it because if you're like me, you're going to forget. Greg Jones from Sunset Corals.
Apparently.
I don't know if he's in. You
I
can
was
read
holding mine back.
mine, but Ashley's is holding hers. You got yours
There you go.
backwards? Is yours backwards?
Is
Okay,
that better?
that is better. But you can either A, plug it up into a USB, or you can put batteries in it, and it'll run off of 3 AA batteries. So, guys, is that not fantastic? We just have
They're etched. They're etched, but the etched part is in between the 2 layers of acrylic, so you can't, like, there's no rough parts. It's just smooth.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
it's completely smooth, and the etched part is on the inside.
Yeah, it is. And it's just, I mean, it's just so pretty. I mean, it's so detailed. It lights up, changes color, flashes, fades. You can have it 1 color, you can have it 10 colors. And thank you, Richard. Richard said he likes my shirt.
I'm wearing mine too. Woo, woo. Yes.
And so tonight is like a special edition birthday bash. And this is where we, Tank Talk, and Ashley and David as Dinkins, where we are the sponsors, so to speak.
Yes.
Right?
Most definitely.
The only thing is, you know, I'm doing gift cards to the Reefer Garden, hence the shirts. The Reefer Garden, if you guys don't know, is my LFS. And I wish all of you guys had an LFS like mine, because Richard, Ross, and Tyler are just fantastic. And, you know, I mean, they treat me so good. The tanks are spectacular. The fish, the corals, and, you know, the customer service. I mean, every time I go in there, it's just like yakking with old friends, because that's what they are, you know, really. And they treat us so good. Guys, they have an online website, thereefergarden.com. There it is. It's Travis dropped it in the comments. The Reefer Garden. Go check them out and see what they've got. If they don't have something that you're looking for, message them. Ask them if they've got it. They also have lovely apparel.
Yes.
And man, the Richard, Tyler, and Ross, just great guys. Absolutely great guys. Love them to pieces.
Well, they're not my LFS, right? We live in 2 different places, but they are still the nicest people to us. When we've messaged them, we've talked to them, we've done, you know, and they're still the nicest people ever.
They really are. And, you know, they just treat you right. And, you know, I do know some that has ordered from the web. Of course, I just go and pick mine up because mine's local. So I have not ordered from them. I have had them order me stuff to come in at the store, and then I went to the store and picked it up. So, but I do know some that have purchased online from them, and their shipping is really good. They do have that down pat, and they're ready to ship out. And so, you know, guys, give them a try. Like I said, the customer service there is just fantastic. And I am extremely proud to say that that is my LFS.
So jealous. I mean, I have a great LFS too, but the way you go on and on about them, how much you love them, how much they love you. I mean, that seriously, how much they love you, like that tells me all I need to know. Anybody that loves you that much is A-okay in my book. I don't care.
Oh my goodness. They're great guys. They are just super great guys. They will treat you right. And go check out their website and let them know that you're pretty jealous because, you know, they're not your LFS.
Yes. Yeah, I am. I'm kind of jealous, not gonna lie.
Right. Now, you know, when Ashley, you know, when the Tank Talk team and the Dinkins team teamed up, you know, we collaborated on this, and I kind of touched on it a little bit with Carlos, but when you build together, you build better. And, you know, it's just, you know, you can do a lot, you know, that way. And when we decided to do this birthday bash together, there was a lot of planning, there's a lot of work, but you guys are all worth it, and so, we decided on to have our day to give back to you guys. And I told Ashley, I said, I'm going to get gift cards to the Reefer Garden because they're fantastic. And I would really like for everyone to know how fantastic they are. And, so Ashley is going to be giving up from the Dinkins, right?
Yes.
And so when I told Ross and Tyler, that I was going to be purchasing gift cards, and they was like, awesome. Whatever you're going to purchase, we're going to match it. Now, how awesome is that for my LFS to do that? I was like, are you sure? And they're like, yeah, we'll do that. So tonight, Ashley, I think we're doing 4 items, right?
4.
We're doing 4 items. I, in one package, am putting up a $100 gift card to the Reefer Garden, and also in that package is going what, Ashley?
It's going to be $100 gift card to Dinkins.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy. So one spin is going to get a $100 gift card to the Reefer Garden and a $100 gift card to Dinkins Aquatic Gardens. Sorry, I was trying to write and talk at the same time.
Oh, you're good. You're good. So you're going to get $200. You're going to get $100 to this amazing LFS that we love so much. And you're also going to get $100 from us.
And guys, this is only going to be one spin for this, but we're having a total of 4 spins tonight. So, are you guys ready for this?
Ready.
Because this is a fantastic item going up, offered up by all of us. And I guess my volume's down. Yeah, my volume is down because I was trying to catch the comments on it. It is number, can you see it? 43. Number 43. Let's see if they are here. That is the big thing that you have to be present to win. So number 43, while we're waiting to see who that is. Hello, Richard's watching. I don't know if Ross and Tyler are on here, but Richard is the owner of the Reefer Garden.
Thank you, Richard. I love my shirt. I wear it all the time. Oh my gosh, I wear it all the time.
Oh my gosh.
I think I wear it more than I wear my own shirts.
Okay, number 43, I think Chad said was Amy Gibbons. Is that right?
Yay, Amy. I thought I saw her earlier.
I need Amy to comment.
And you're right, Kevin. Kevin Kip.
What did he say? I can't read the comments, and I've closed them off on my laptop.
There was a whole kilo thing in jugs. Like, we don't have kilos, we have jugs.
Oh.
So I was just
I got you.
I was just telling him that he was correct.
Oh, I got you. Amy Gibbon, I need you to comment if you are here.
She's here. I see her.
Oh, congratulations. That is for a $100 gift card to the very, very best LFS there is, and to the very best pod and Fido people that I know. Dinkins Aquatic Gardens. So, guys, we are going to spin for a second prize, right?
Same thing, right?
Same thing.
Same thing.
This is round 2. Round 2 for a $100 gift card to Dinkins Aquatic Gardens and a $100 gift card to the Reefer Garden. Here we go, guys. Good luck. Let's see who it is. I don't know if I got that close enough or not. I'm like 5 feet away from my phone.
I see you just fine. 96.
96. Number 96. Are you here? Let's see who they are. Now, guys, if you've been missing, this is what, is this day 8, I guess? I don't even know.
I feel at this point that we're just going to keep doing it forever. It's like Groundhog Day.
Is there no end to this? There better be, because we're going to Orlando.
Does it not feel like Groundhog Day?
Right?
Ann Easy Jones, are you here? I have not seen her, but that doesn't mean anything.
Ann, are you here? Are you here, Ann? You have got just a few seconds to make a comment because we are going to roll this along. Ann, are you here? Has anyone seen Ann?
I have not.
Yeah,
you're right, Tammy. She's going to be so mad.
Once the that's right. Once the wheels speak, I mean that's part of the thing though. You've got to be here to win. I mean that's the thing. You just got to be here to win. Let's do it. 5. Ashley.
4.
3.
2.
1. Let's spin.
Oh, she's going to be so mad.
I'm sure, but that's the deal. You got to be present to win.
I'm just laughing because I know how mad she's going to be.
Number, can you say it? 89. Number
89.
So we are scratching her off as the second winner. Number 89. Let's see who that is.
89. Where are you?
Who is number 89? Anybody?
It's so quiet. There's not even any jokes tonight. Where are the jokes? Make us laugh. We've been funny for 8 days. It's your turn.
Well, I didn't need a good laugh after today. One-Eyed Willie says he likes dogs. I can see that. Size matters. Size matters. There we go. Who's number 89? Did we ever figure that one out?
That says he's here, whoever it is.
He is here. Is it Sam Peterson? I saw that, but I never saw a thing from chat. Is it Sean P?
Anybody? I mean, like, seriously, like, I can't even reach my phone.
Sam Patterson. Sam Patterson.
Sam Patterson.
Sam,
The boy confirmed.
yes, Sam Patterson.
Is he here? Has anybody seen Sam?
They say he's here.
Charles said he saw him comment. Jamie says he's
Lavoie
here.
says he's here.
Lavoie says he's here. Your Lavoie says he's here.
See, because now I'm just seeing the comment where Chad said Amy Gibbons, and that was the first one that, you know, yeah. So, like, my comments are, like, really jacked tonight, you know, like everything else says. Sam Patterson is here, right? Are we saying
everybody's saying they saw him, but I haven't seen him. Like, does that make sense? Like, he was here earlier, but like Tracy left, and so she's not here anymore.
Gotcha. Sam Patterson.
Like, he did comment earlier, but that doesn't mean
Chad
that.
says he's here.
Oh,
He's
he is
commenting
commenting. Okay, Chad says he's here.
Okay. Gotcha. Congratulations, Sam. You are the winner of a $100 gift card to Dinkins Aquatic Gardens and a $100 gift card to the Reefer Garden, which you're really going to be spoiled because both parties are going to treat you right. Now, guys, this is spin number 3, right? Spin number 3, and this is going to be for the exact same two previous spins, right, Ashley?
Yes, the same exact. So $100 to Dinkins and $100 to the Reefer Garden. And when you're at the Reefer Garden, get you a shirt. Get you some swag. Get you some swag. Get you some coral and get you some swag.
I would say, because they've got some really cool shirts. Because, like, you know, look how cute mine is, and then look at Ashley's. Hers is a little bit different.
It
And look how
is.
cute. I like it. Yeah, it really is.
Mine has little corals in it. Like yours looks like it's like flowers and like hibiscuses, and mine has little corals on it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what kind it is. It's a Zoa of some kind, I think. Like making the background in it. It's really cute.
Yeah.
I love it.
And there were more designs. Like we're just wearing 2 of them, and there are more.
Oh, I know. Yeah, they have all sorts of designs. So we did determine that Sam, is it Sam or Sean Peterson?
I'll have to go back. Sam Peterson.
Sam. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Now, guys, this is for the
Patterson. Sam Patterson.
Oh, see, I messed everything up, y'all.
Oh, look, Ross told us what we're wearing. Ross said that you're wearing the Laser Lemon Zoas, and I'm wearing the Bill Murray Acro.
Well, thank you. Like, I didn't know what I was wearing. Mine's the lemon what?
Laser Lemon Zoas.
Laser lemons. I thought it was a Zoa, the best I could tell. Of course, I'm standing here trying to look down on it, you know. But, yeah, Laser Lemon. If you like mine, go get you a Laser Lemon Zoa. And if you like Ashley's, get you a
Bill Murray Acro.
Bill Murray Acro.
Yeah.
You vote for Acro or you vote for the lemon. See, there you go. You got some choices. But there is actually more than 2 choices on the Reefer Garden. I can tell you that. And they have more than just shirts, too. So, anyway, go over there and check them out, guys. And, man, yes, Richard. Richard that owns he's co-owner in the Reefer Garden. They also happen to have a print shop.
They're soft like mine.
They are.
These shirts are soft like mine. Like if you've ever gotten a swag pack from us and then those super soft, like you can sleep in them and you can do whatever. It's the same brand, I think, because they're just as soft.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it is because they're really soft. Such good people too. But go over there and check them out and see what you can find. And for goodness sakes, let Richard, Ross, and Tyler know how much you appreciate them. Because I'm putting up $200 in gift cards. They're putting up $200 in gift cards. So that's $400 coming out of the Reefer Garden. So hats off, boys. Y'all did good. Here we go. Spin number 3. And my comments are all jacked up. I can't even tell who's who. They're coming in so late. Number 79. 79. Good Lord. That's the year I graduated. That's how old I am, y'all. 79.
You don't look that old.
Oh, God.
I don't believe you.
Yes, ma'am. Graduated in 79. Was you even born in 79? No.
I can't lie to you.
Oh, my gosh. See? See, most of these people are saying I was born in 79. No, I graduated high school in 79.
I wasn't even thought of in 79.
I'm telling you. What year was you born?
84.
Oh, man. I'm depressed. I am really old.
But think about it. I keep you young because I'm your bestest friend. Like, yes, see, that's what you do. That's how you stay young. I'm your bestest friend. You just find a friend that's younger than you, and like they make you young.
God. Y'all you got your work cut out for me when we get to Orlando because I'm gonna be like, oh, it's 9 o'clock, it's bedtime.
I'm telling you, you and David are gonna put us in corners. Me and Chad, we're gonna get put in corners.
Time out, kids. Time out.
Opposite corner.
Oh, 79.
Brandon Nauman.
Brandon?
Nauman. And he is here. Chad says he's here.
Congratulations, Brandon. Now, listen, Brandon, if you really like my shirt, you need to get over there to the Reefer Garden and use part of your gift card for one of these because they are really nice shirts. But they have corals, so many. Check out their website. Everyone go check out their
I
website.
was there today, and it's not your common corals either. Does that make sense?
Right.
Like, there are a ton of places that you go and you see the same zoas, you see the same torches, you see the same,
Right,
chalices,
right.
right? And like, they really have some really cool, interesting stuff.
Oh, I don't know if it's still on the website or not, but they might have sold it. I don't know. But they had this encrusting,
Skull.
on a skull. Yes, that was
Yes.
cool.
Well, that's what inspired me. Like, I went after the live the other night on Aqua Rocks because I wanted that skull. Yes.
Awesome. Did you get it?
You can go get the skull from Aqua Rocks. Then you can go head over to Reefer Garden and get your encrusters and make your own skull encrusting skull. Yes.
There you go. It's called collaborating, right?
Yes. Well, no, not every one place has everything.
Right. That's true.
You gotta find what you love.
Right. That is true. Man, has this been they sold out? Somebody said, I don't even know what we're talking about now because like my comments are like all over the.
We're talking about the skull rock from Aqua Rock.
Oh, well,
apparently.
yeah, I got that part. But I mean in the comments, because my comments are just.
Apparently after our show where we spoke so heavily about the skull octopus little guy, I mean, they're sold out now.
There was a run on those guys.
Run on the skulls.
And I don't even know if Reef Nutrition has any kilos left or not either. I think those may be gone.
That's okay. We still have jugs.
There you go. Dinkins has got jugs.
We still got jugs.
Hey, you would know that, right?
Now,
what do we got? Now, we've got one more, and it's for the same thing, a $100 gift card to the Reefer Garden and a $100 gift card to Dinkins Aquatic Gardens. But what's happening tomorrow night? What are we going to do? Where are we going to be?
We have somebody after this, though. I think you maybe have forgotten. We still after this, we still have a mystery box to give away.
Gee, see, I am old. I am old. Oh my gosh. Yes, we do. Thank you, Ashley, for pointing that out. That I'm old as dirt.
How many birthday bashes are there? We are doing 11 days. 11 days. Somebody asked that question. We're doing 11 days of birthday bash. So we will be here doing these lives every night until the 14th.
Right.
Like the 14th will be our last birthday bash day because we got to get ready.
We do. We got a plan because we're going to Orlando.
We got to get ready because we're going to Orlando.
That's exactly right. So now tomorrow night we are going to be where? Maybe on your page tomorrow night?
Be on our page tomorrow night. Yes. So I will drop the promo in the morning. You'll comment there on our page, and then we'll be on our page tomorrow night.
Gotcha.
We had to do a little switcheroo because of your Tuesday Tank Tuck with tie-in.
But you know what? That was awesome to have Carlos on from Hydros. That was really.
I loved listening. He's so smart about what he does. Like I learned so much about and the battery backups. I mean, how many times? We all need a good battery backup.
Oh, for sure. And they've got just and I love the fact, of course, we're back on hydros again, but I love the fact that you can piece these, some of the things together, But this spin is going, and don't go anywhere because we're apparently not done because I, just had this blackout while ago. And so we're not done.
Andrew, yeah. If we forgot, yeah,
No,
No,
we're not forgetting.
We didn't forget. We didn't forget.
No, the only way you could forget is if you're old and has dementia like I do, I guess, or something, some kind of brain issue. But guys,
you've had a lot going on today. Like, let's be real. You had a lot going on today. So you are forgiven.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that because it has been a rough day. I will say that. Now my computer blacked out. Let's see if we can get it back up here. Now, see, I talked too long and my computer's blacked out. Oh, God, please. Please tell me you're going to come back. Oh, there it is. Whew. Scare me to death. This is spin for a $100 gift card to the Reefer Garden, my LFS, right here.
I'm going to have to come see your LFS.
Oh, my gosh. You would be so impressed.
Just to go see your LFS.
You would be impressed, I promise you. And a $100 gift card to the Reefer Garden. Here we go, guys. Let's see who it is. Because I know we have kept you a long time tonight.
We're trying.
It's so weird because it has no sound because I had the volume off. Double number 77.
We called that one the other night, too.
I know. Oh, we did. Sounds like Tyan needs something. I don't even know. I can't even. I'm going to have to go back.
Your batteries recharged. I'm going to recharge her batteries in Florida. Don't you worry.
I'm telling you, this is no longer an Energizer bunny. No longer an Energizer bunny. Number 77. Who is it?
Yes. Yeah. Bautisto Ortega.
I'm not even going to try to repeat that. Because I can't read. I mean, I can't speak.
So that was terrible. I butchered that. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I had to read it as it was going by, and
I need to see if I can find this page again.
Oh my gosh, they're here! They're here!
Oh my gosh. Foster.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for mispronouncing.
F-A-U-S-T-F-A-U. I'm going to try to spell this right. F-A-U-S-T-O.
I got the Ortega part right. It was just the first part that I didn't get right? Did I get the last name right? Can you tell me I did anything right?
Ortega. Congratulations. I'm positive that, we just really blew that name.
You didn't say it, so I'm the one that blew it.
Oh my gosh. Yes, he is here. Thank you.
Oh, yes,
thank you. Congratulations.
Long, but he's used to it. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. We both got it wrong. I just heard Florida, that's all. Okay, guys. Please. The Reefer Garden did not have to do that. I'm purchasing 2 of the $100 gift cards. They are offering Ortega. Is that how you say it? And they are offering up the other $200 in gift cards. They did not have to do that. That was extremely nice of him, and of all of them. And man, go hit up their pages. That's what these sponsors like. They like to realize that you think outside of this live. You're sitting here, you're hoping to win. We would love to see everyone win, but that doesn't happen. We do the best that we can, and we give what we can. And, but to reach out to these individual sponsors and tell them, just message them, say, hey guys, man, appreciate what you're doing for the Deacons and Tank Talk. And that means a lot to them, as it does to Ashley and to myself when someone comes to you and says, or private messages you whenever you've not ever private messaged them before and said, hey, you're doing a good job. Hang in there. Yes, sir. Sure will. So when you're having a bad day and you hear that, man, does that just make you feel like you're doing so much better?
You're going to make me cry. We've laughed.
Oh, no, there's no crying on here.
Look,
I know.
laugh. I make you laugh. You're not supposed to make me cry.
Don't leave. It's not over. No, 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 no. Don't leave. It's not over. It is not over.
I wanted to point out there's so many ways that you can support small business. So many of our sponsors for this birthday bash are small businesses. They have families. They may or may not have children, but they are small businesses. And even if you don't buy from them, give them a follow.
Absolutely.
Share their stuff. Tell your friends about them. I mean, there are so many ways that you can support a small business without actually buying from them. Reach out and just say, hey, I'm thinking about you. Like, I would love to buy your stuff maybe one day. You don't have to buy from a small business to support a small business.
Right. Absolutely. And, guys, it takes little effort to be kind. It costs $0 to be kind. Just keep that in mind. Guys, don't go anywhere because we said it wasn't over, right?
We did. Because,
my gosh, if they left, they're going to miss a mystery box from
you have stickers. Oh, I almost called you something not nice.
Look what came in the mail today.
I don't have those stickers, and I almost called you something not nice.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. We do have a mystery box. A mystery box will be going up. Guys, I know you've heard it.
Can I just tell you what Andrew means to me? Just real fast.
Absolutely. Please do.
Andrew supports small business. He's not out there looking for big known names. He's out there looking for small businesses that he can support. Right. And as well as small businesses, he's supporting charities. And that means so much because he sees, I wouldn't say little people, but he sees the smaller and he finds value in them. And that means so much. He sees small businesses and he wants to support them just as much as he wants to support his charities. And I mean, sharing his tanks with us, sharing his adversity, sharing his everything. He's one of us. He's just like we are.
Indeed he is. And, to me, Andrew means a lot to me. He has, we talk and message and things like that. And I'm just like mind blown. I'm over here fangirling like you do, that he has, that I feel like he's proud to call me his friend. And, that means the world to me, and,
but you are friends. You are. And anybody can see that.
It is just unreal. And, I cherish the friendship that I have, with him and all the Polo Reef staff, that I've been in contact with, and I messaged JC, earlier, and I was like, I got my stickers, thank you, And speaking of staff, I don't know if you've seen it yet or not, but there is a video on YouTube. And he's starting to highlight some of the Polo Reef family. And the first video that I seen, it was Yelson and Dunn. And I thought that was pretty cool because we got to see them.
I
Yeah.
love Yeltsin.
I know.
I love Yeltsin.
Andrew brought me to Tank Talk. Kevin Kemp, that's so sweet. Yeah, he does.
That's amazing, Kevin. We are so happy that you are part of our family,
Absolutely.
as well as everyone else.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we have a big family, a huge family, and as it grows, there's going to be growing pains and stuff, as with anything else. And we try our best to overcome them, to handle them, and to bring you the very best content that we absolutely possibly can. And guys, look what's going into the Tank Talk with Tyann sticker packs. Mm-hmm.
Ma'am.
Those are pretty cool.
I don't have one of those yet.
Okay. Look what's going to be mailed to the Dinkins before long is some stickers.
No, apparently I'm going to get with JC so I can send out some Andrew stickers with all of our boxes.
I know. He's pretty. I really like JC. Back on Andrew, guys, check out the About Me or About Us. It's not. I've never heard him say me. It's always about us because it's a Polo Reef family. It really is a family over there. And go check out the About Us on Polo Reef and scroll down and look at the charities and the things that he's doing to try to make a difference in the world. I ask you guys, what are you guys doing to make a difference in the world? I mean, just like the last night when we had Ace Aquariums on here and we discovered that if you go pick up some trash on a beach or a lake, a 20-pound size bag of trash, not pound, but you know what I mean, 20 gallon size of trash, and you send her a video of you trying to clean up the sand, the sand or the beaches or whatever, and you send her that video, you can get 25% off your order. That's what she's doing. That's what they are doing. I challenge you guys to do one small thing to give back to the reefing community. And, it's amazing. Even if you see a member that is, kind of struggling with an issue or something, doesn't even have to be about reefing, but if you feel like they're struggling, it costs you $0 because they don't charge for text messages these days. It costs you $0 to hang in there, buddy. That's it. It costs nothing. So I challenge each one of you to do something wonderful to give back to the hobby in some form or fashion, whether it just be visiting your local fish store and, letting them know what a good job that they're doing. Or, like, for instance, helping pick up trash, to keep the beaches clean. Anything. Do something, even if it is small. Everything small, when you put them all together, makes a big difference. And that's what Andrew's doing. He's making a big difference. And he's giving back to the hobby. He's learned, he's doing a research right now with the peppermint shrimp, I mean, like, seriously. And
Our peppermint shrimp better than Bergius. I saw that. I saw that study that he was doing.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's all information that we could learn from, that we could use. There's so many different species of peppermint shrimp.
Yeah.
So many different, and only certain kinds eat Aiptasia.
That's right. That is right. But you have to imagine that, once he does he's put it out there that he's doing this experiment, trying to break it down as to who eats what, who eats, which pest or whatever. Jesus, Ross. I knew it. I knew I was not going to get through this. As to which pest is taken care of by which other animal, whatever. Anyway, once he's putting that information out there to us, when he gets the results of it and the study is done, do you know who he's going to share that with? All of us.
All of us.
So
Absolutely.
we don't have to go through that. We know, because he's already done this study and it is being documented. And, to me, that's just fantastic, and so hats off to Andrew Sandler, because he's doing a lot. Absolutely. I'm not even Chad. He is doing a lot, for the hobby. He is giving back. He is touching a lot of lives. He's touching a lot of lives that he has no idea he is touching. So, up for grabs, Ashley?
A mystery box, which of course would be so amazing to win. And we're so thankful for him being our showcase sponsor. I mean, literally, I know. I know.
I know.
So jealous.
I know.
Yes, but what's great is, number one, that's what I love about your page, right? That's why we love your group. Is because it is super positive. There is no BS. There is no people being mean to each other. There is no whatever. Like, it is real answers, basically testimonials from people on this is what's worked in my tank. This is what has helped me. Nobody's being mean. Nobody's saying ugly things. It is what it is, right? And you and Chad and Travis are the best moderators and admins ever. And so you keep it a safe place. It's a safe place that you can go and ask questions. And that is so important. That is so, it helps me. It helps me to know that if I have something going on, I can post it and everything's going to be okay. I'm not going to get in trouble or get ugly things or said or anything like that by posting in your group.
Gotcha.
And that means that means a lot to me.
Right. Well, I hope that it means a lot to everybody else, because we try our best, to make it a saltwater safe zone, so to speak. I think that's what Chad calls it, a saltwater safe zone. And we do our best. Guys, are you ready for this? Are you ready? This is for a mystery box offered up by Andrew Sandler from Polo Reef. We have no idea what's going to be in it. We just know it's going to be a mystery box from Andrew Sandler at Polo Reef. Let's go, guys. Good luck. Don't forget, we are going to be on Dinkins' page tomorrow night. And we're going to be on the Dinkins Aquatic Gardens tomorrow night. Can you see it? Number 9.
Wow.
Number 9. Yeah. Number 9. Who is that going to be? If they are here, they get it. If they're not here, no deal. No deal.
No dice.
No dice. No deal. No. You have to be present to win. You never know, Daniel. You never know what's going to happen on a number or on a thing. Val Harris.
Congratulations,
Are you here?
Val.
Val was here. Val was here this at the beginning.
Yeah.
When we started.
I'm sorry, Nicole.
Oh, Val Harris. Can you comment? Let us know that you are here. I'm trying to watch this. Oh, I hope she did not leave after Carlos. Oh, I hope not.
Hi, Chad.
And has anybody seen Val since we started this?
Oh, I'm sorry, Peggy.
We got on both sides of it from people that's here.
Haven't seen her after Carlos.
All right. I've seen a countdown going on,
I
so
So sorry.
so
Val.
sorry. We're gonna spin the wheel again.
2, 1. There you go.
All right. The wheel is spinning. Oh, almost didn't pick it up in time. The wheel is spinning. This is going to be for a mystery box from Polo Reef, number 37.
Oh, yep. Wheel spun.
What now?
Wheel spun. So 37.
37. Number 37. Oh, let's see who number 37 is.
Oh, I don't know.
Yes. Thank you, David, for posting that. I appreciate it. Tanya, let's see. Tanya, let me see if I can butcher this name. Soroki? Tanya
Yeah.
Soroki?
And she said she's here.
I see her. I'm
Yes.
definitely here, she says. Man, they wasn't going to pass up on that, was they? It wasn't going to let us get to no countdown or nothing.
Congratulations, Tanya.
Congratulations, Tanya. Guys, I do know that it has been a long night. I know we've kept you quite a while, but we did have the Coral View Hydros scheduled previously before we ever really started planning this, because a lot of times we stay booked for the Tuesdays. So it was just the amount of time that Ashley, Chad, myself, Travis, Ashley,
My chat.
Chad, that we have all put into this to try to make it a success has been amazing. It's been hard, in all truth. There's a lot of work that goes into this, and trying to pull it off without a hitch has been something else. And it's just time, check your messages.
We just ask for your grace. We ask for your grace and your understanding that we're
Absolutely.
here, and we're trying to do this giveaway to the best of our ability. And we love all of you. We love all of our sponsors, and we wouldn't be here without either one. But sometimes things happen, and they're outside of our control. And so we just ask for a little bit of grace.
Gotcha. Yeah, absolutely. A little bit of grace. There's absolutely nothing that we can do with an internet lag, or someone not being here or popping in or popping out or whatever. Our hearts go out to those that don't win. I mean, seriously, I wish we could give everyone something, and but it is not feasible. So we'll do our best to take care of everyone and give back. We love to give back. That is what Ashley and I, we're much better to give than to receive.
I mean, we've had this conversation, right? Like I would much rather give to someone, give to all of you, than for anybody to send me anything. I'm terrible with that. I'm awkward, and I don't know what to do, and I don't know what to say, and I don't know what to yes, because sometimes thank you just doesn't feel like it's enough.
It really, sometimes it doesn't. In all honesty, we're just like, when you say thank you, I mean, it just Man, it just really doesn't seem like it's enough. But guys, you're going to want to join us tomorrow night on Dinkins Aquatic Garden page. It is your turn. Your turn, absolutely.
You're
It is
like,
your turn.
thank you. Thank you so much. It's your turn. No, I'm kidding.
I got 2 days in a row. It's your turn now, tomorrow night. And guys, we're on the bottom of we're over halfway through. We just got a few more days left. And so I really appreciate all of your patience and stuff. And as far as the prizes being sent out and everything. So stay patient because they are coming. I promise.
They've all been notified, at least.
Oh, absolutely.
They've all been notified. All of the sponsors have been notified.
Right.
If you've messaged me. So they are coming.
Yes, they are. And I will make a winners post. And after the live, I will private message the winners for the Reefer Garden and Dinkins Aquatic Garden items that was put up tonight. And I will also message the winner, Tanya, of the Polo Reef Mystery Box. And so between doing that and making a winner's post and stuff, so if you try to get a hold of me, you know, I might be just a little bit busy for a while, but I will get back to you, so be patient.
Yes. Thank y'all so much. We so enjoy doing these. I love it. I absolutely love it. A little bit shy to get going at first, but now I think I've eased into that.
This is, I mean, like, seriously, you know, like, there's not a shy bone in your body now.
This is the real me. So the first day was like this is the real me. This is just who I am. So
right. I got
this just took me a little bit of time to ease into it.
Gotcha.
Good luck.
All right.
When we see you in Orlando. Good luck.
All right. You guys take care. Have a wonderful evening. Find us tomorrow night on Dinkins Aquatic Gardens page. Please thank all the sponsors and just let them know how much you appreciate what they do for us. And Ashley, I'll see you tomorrow night.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.